beautiful people, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel where I post new videos every single Wednesday and Saturday, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification down below so you know when I post new videos like this one. I am so excited about today's video. Today we're talking about how to flirt with girls. No one flirts with girls better than this girl right here. I don't know about you, but hashtag bi problems when I have so much game with guys, but girls, girls are just so intimidating and pretty, and flirting with them usually looks a little bit more like, hey, you're like really pretty, and kiss me, and I wanna put my lips on your face. So if you can relate, stay tuned because we're going to talk about how to successfully flirt with girls. But first, I want to thank Current for sponsoring this video and tell you a little bit about them. So Current has a lot of different programs for different kinds of people, but today we're going to be talking about the bank account catered to teens. So they have a teen bank account that comes with a real Visa debit card that you can use online, you can use it in stores, you can use it wherever. And I'm all about it because it gives teens freedom, independence, and financial responsibility. You know, you get to learn about how to, have a debit card. I don't know about you guys, but as a teenager, in middle school and in high school, I was always asking my parents, I was like, hey mom, I want to go to the movies, could I have $20? Like, how embarrassing when you can just have a real life debit account that your parents can transfer money into. They can set up like a monthly allowance system, and then you have it on your card so you don't have to be asking your parents for cash money or for their credit card, in front of other people. Like, how convenient. And then there's also tools that allow you to set goals, track your spending, track your savings. So you can keep track of all of these things and learn how to save and learn how to be financially responsible. And while your parents can, track your spending and put money into your account, Current is still a true bank account. So you can do direct deposits, you can deposit checks in it. So hello to your summer job, you can also put all of that money in it too, in a safe and secure place. All you have to do to get started is download the app and link it with a parent's bank account, and you get $1 for every single friend that you refer. So that's pretty dope. You can rake in the cash. Everyone can be getting financially educated and taking care of their money together, honey. So that's pretty cool. All you have to do is click the link in my description down below. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about tactics to unlock the flirting secrets with complex creatures such as women. Lucky for you, I have lots of flirting experience and expertise and successful encounters to draw upon. Just a disclaimer, I'm not responsible for what happens to you if you use these flirting techniques, okay? Unless it leads to a long, happy, healthy relationship, then I'm totally responsible for that. You're welcome. No, but for real, I would like to think that I have at least improved my flirting skills over the years because like I said, you gotta know how to work the system that you're operating in. So we're gonna go through all these different situations and talk about, some ways to land you a lady. Assuming that women are straight and they don't want to talk to you, you might miss out on a really beautiful girl and a really beautiful relationship if you never try. So I encourage all of you, start trying, okay? We're gonna try. That's all that you can do is just try your best. And first and foremost, I think some things that apply to all of these situations, and they're probably the scariest things, but number one is eye contact. And I know that that seems like the most obvious thing, but people always want to play this look away game. It's no, if you really want to flirt with her and you want to get the message across, you just gotta really look her in the eyes. And then the second tip that I think applies to all situations is to compliment her on something that was a choice. If you're complimenting her on a God-given gift, like something that she didn't choose, like the color of her eyes or her hair or whatever, that's still really great, but she didn't have any say in that, and so you want to compliment her on something that she chose because you're complimenting her taste, you're complimenting her style, you're complimenting her effort, which goes so much further. So first we're going to be talking about if there's a girl at your school or, someplace like that that you really like, someplace that you go to, regularly. These are the most dangerous options because if it goes badly, you're still gonna have to see them. So, maybe time this correctly, at the end of a semester or, whatever it might be, if you're a little bit unsure how it might go. These are the choices that you have to live with in this situation, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go for it, you know what I mean? If you're seeing her on a regular basis, you're in school or class or whatever together, it's likely that you have common interests, which is a really good foundation, for a relationship. So the first point of action for, all of these, but specifically for this one because you probably know this person, their full name, rather than it being just a totally random encounter, the first point of action is definitely to check if she is queer, as best as you can. I'm really creepy and I like to go through people's like Twitter likes or their Instagram page. Like, I'm looking to see if they have pictures of pride. I'm looking to see if they follow, you know, other like queer accounts. And if you can't find any of those signs on social media from stalking them, then maybe sometime when you're, you know, in class, you're interacting with them, you can just kind of drop some like queer culture questions. Hey, so I know we're in class like all the time, and you probably don't have time to watch TV, but, you know, I don't know if you heard that the L Word is actually being rebooted. I don't know if you've like ever, you know, watched the L Word. Oh my god, dude, I love the L Word. Shane is my wifey for lifey. Gay! And if she is queer and you're in the clear, then you can proceed. And it's okay if things progress really slowly in this flirting situation, because it's not like you're a ticking time bomb and, you know, she's gonna be gone at 2 a.m. and you're never gonna see her again. Start friendly and find an excuse to get closer to her. Like, you know, brush her arm and ask for a pencil. Lean over to her paper and compliment her handwriting and how beautiful it is. Girls love that shit. You can also ask her to be in a group project with you because she is so smart and you want her talents, and also to hang out with her outside of class. So, you know, that's the next step, is once you're like a little bit friendlier in class, you've at least spoken to her, you know, you have some kind of relationship going on, then you can pull the whole like let's study together thing. I also pulled this card many a time in college. And if all of these things are going well, then you can proceed to the next step. You can hit her with the big guns, baby. This is when things really, you know, go to the next level, and you get her gifts and things like that. When I was in middle school and high school, I made people that I liked like mixtape CDs, which I know really aren't a thing anymore, but this is where you can really make it clear that you have feelings for her and that you're flirting with her, not just being nice. The constant girls like girls, you know, struggle. You have a lunch break around this class, you can, you know, either bring her food, bring her lunch, or ask her to like go grab lunch with you. Maybe you bring her like an extra vegan brownie or something like that. Like just little things that are little gestures that are, you know, small enough and romantic enough to like get it across that, you know, you're thinking about her outside of class, and that'll make that clear to her that, you know, this is flirting, but not like so, like I wouldn't bring her flowers to class because that's like a little bit much. Okay, so moving on to if you want to flirt with a girl that you see in public, like at a coffee shop or, you know, at the gym, somewhere like that, you know, that's like a wholesome daytime activity. This is where it really gets real, you guys, because you are in a very limited time frame. Unless it's somewhere like the gym where people come consistently at the same time or something like that, you probably are on a very strict time limit where, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you gotta be bold as hell, because otherwise you're gonna lose her forever. And in circumstances like this, it's not so, you know, dire that you make 100% sure that she's like queer or not before you kind of go and flirt with her and make a move, because girls are also very like flattered by attention from other women. So as long as you're being soft and gentle and not aggressive with her, the worst that happens is you give this girl a really nice compliment and she feels good about herself and goes about her day. But you live your life with no regrets, okay? Because it's so much worse if you see the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in your life in a coffee shop reading a book that you love, and you just, you know, you think maybe, just maybe she would be into me, but you don't say anything, and then you live your life every day being like, what if I, you know, said something to that girl in the coffee shop? This is not autobiographical, but so there's ways to kind of do this gently, which is what I would recommend, and just kind of going up to her and being like, hey, you know, I know this is really random, and I know that you're busy drinking your coffee or doing your workout or reading that book or whatever she's doing, but just say, you know, you are just so stunning from across the room. I love your, like, I love that workout, I love that book, whatever. Compliment her again on something that's a choice, and, you know, acknowledge that you're taking time away from that, but that you just couldn't leave this establishment without telling her that she was absolutely eye-catching. And give her, you know, that kind of gay eye look where I think if you can say something that doesn't come off as creepy but also is enough to show that you're like romantically interested, and, you know, if she responds well, or you can tell that, you know, maybe she's queer, then you can kind of throw in and also like, you know, I would love to buy you a coffee and meet back here sometime. You just gotta go for it. And, you know, if she says no, or if it doesn't go well, guess what? You're at a random place in the world. You're probably never gonna see her again, so who cares? And if you're at a bar, oh man, girl, bars are literally made for flirting. Now, if you have the option, I would obviously recommend going to gay bars. I usually like strictly only frequent gay bars. And when you're in a gay bar, you know, it's pretty safe to say that the vast majority of girls that you would see are queer, even though a lot of gay bars are made, it feels catered towards gay men, and a lot of like the gayborhoods are very gay male focused. Queer women have to have somewhere to go, so they'll still go to like the gay boy type of bars. But, you know, it's a pretty safe bet that they're queer, but there's also a lot of straight girls that come out with their friends to the gay bars too, because then they don't get creeped on by guys. So you do sometimes have to kind of check, be aware, but if you're at a gay bar, chances are she is probably queer. And if you're not at a gay bar, you know, you can always ask. And so, something that I have done before, and I don't know if I would recommend it, is like send a friend. So if you have a wingman, bars are also great for wing people. One time, you know, my friend was like, oh, like, what girl do you think is hot? And I pointed one out, and I didn't think that he was going to do this, but he straight up went up to her and was like, hey, my friend over there, she thinks that, like, you're really beautiful, and I was just wondering if you, like, you know, were into girls, because if not, I think he played it off like he also thought that she was hot or something, and so whether she liked guys or girls or both or whatever, he wanted to figure it out. And she was like, yeah, you know, I'm gay, and we ended up, like, talking, and, you know, it went well for a while. By far the easiest way to flirt at a bar is to ask to buy a girl a drink. And so if you ask to buy him a drink, the worst that happens is you buy, like, a straight girl a drink, or someone who has a girlfriend or whatever. I mean, if they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, they probably aren't going to, like, accept the drink, I would think, but you never know. But if you buy her a drink, that's like a really good opportunity to get some like really quick flirting in. I just wanted to tell you that you're absolutely captivating, and out of all of these girls in the bar, I just had to come talk to you. You wanted to buy her a drink, make her feel special. Just say something really nice and romantic and like, you know, she's captivating, she's stunning, like, she is art in the painting that is the gay bar. And once you see like where the conversation and stuff is going, you know, you can always be like, oh, well, do you want to go dance? I personally have never, I don't think, asked a girl if she wanted to dance, because I'm not very good at dancing, so I kind of steer clear of that kind of thing. But you can ask if she wants to go dance. You can get a little bit closer, maybe go for like a kissy kiss eventually. I don't know, bars get a little bit crazy, and that's kind of where you have to balance, like, if this is a girl that you really want to go on a date with and you want to take her out and get her number, maybe go for a more serious thing. If you just want to like kiss a pretty girl out at the bar, you know, that's a different vibe. So decide which way you're trying to go, because if you're trying to keep it more casual and you want to like actually take her out and not just like have a, you know, bar hookup or whatever, then you have to kind of approach it in a more like serious way, I would say. Dating apps, flirting at your fingertips. Except for, how many times has this happened to you on a dating app? Oh my god, like, you're so beautiful. Oh my god, like, you're so beautiful too. And then you never speak again. If I could raise my hand 1,000,000 times, I would. So, you know, how can we better flirt via dating apps and turn this flirting online into real life dates or conversations? So the number one, you know, dating app flirting advice I have is to be more creative than telling her she's pretty. And I, like I said, have been so guilty of this. But really get a lot more creative and try to work your flirting into, again, being easily translated into real life. Like, honestly, once you can establish that they are single, interested in you, not a serial killer, you can kind of try to move more into like going on real life dates with people if that's what you're trying to get out of, you know, these dating apps as a girlfriend. Then honestly skip past all of the bullshit and just be like, hey, when can I, you know, take you out for lunch or dinner or drinks or whatever. Again, meet people in a public space the first time that you meet them. But your flirting and stuff should be geared to that. So maybe you can be like, you know, what's something like, how's your day going? Again, that's boring, but like, you know, do you have any fun plans for this week or this weekend? Or what's something really fun you've done lately? And then you can kind of talk about fun things to do where you're living and be like, you know, this is really fun, I've never tried it. Like, maybe we could go next week, something like that. Like, gear all of those flirting things towards action. So when you're texting a girl and you're trying to flirt, don't shy away from emojis. Honestly, like, it sounds so cheesy and sometimes they come off as cheesy, but it's the modern form of getting flirtation and emotion across in your text. And so if you can use, you know, those smirk emojis, the devil emojis, like, honestly, I think that stuff is hot, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun, it's flirty. and it really gets the vibe going. Other things that I like to do, this is like so embarrassing to talk about, but I'm always like, oh my god, like, oh, you're making me blush, oh, you're too sweet, you know, like, I'm blushing so hard right now. Like, talking about how she makes you feel is a really good way to flirt, because it definitely gets the vibe across. And so, again, like, don't be creepy. Girls are a lot more subtle than guys who are like, oh, you're in the shower, like, without me, send me a pic. Like, I feel like girls are less likely to do really forward things like that, but still, you know, being a little bit flirty, because it's also so easy, as you all know, for girl flirting to slip into more, like, friendly and stuff. So once you've established that you're, like, romantically interested in each other, definitely keep that vibe up, keep it going, talk about how, you know, I bet she looks so cute right now and you wish that you could see her and you wish you could, like, kiss her on the cheek and buy her flowers, like, something that's romantic but also passionate. But yeah, that's all the flirting tips that I have for today, so go out there and get those ladies. I hope that these helped. Let me know what you like to do to flirt in the comments down below. And thank you again to Current for sponsoring this video. Be sure to go to the link down in the description to check out Current. They're really awesome. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. Leave any video suggestions or questions you have down in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you guys next video. Oh yeah, happy bye week also. It's bye week, but I think I'm going to do another video about it. Anyways, thank you guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you next video. Bye!